Boom. There we go. We in everybody's living room right now. Shout out to everybody watching us on the replay. This is the By the Hood Friday Live. This is Jimmy with my brother Corey here as always, man. We come through every Friday, have a conversation with the community, talk about what's going on in our lives, what's going on in these markets and how we, out here beating up the markets to get some income, though. What's up with you, brother?
Nothing, man. I had a long week this week, right? But it was fruitful, right? Because I had a lot of consults with our students, and what I've learned is our students know a lot of stuff, and stuff that they didn't know they knew, and what I mean. In talking to them, they put me on to some stuff that I knew already, but I wasn't activated on. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
man, one of the most beautiful things about building the way we build, and what I mean by that is we build community first, not necessarily money. So you're not going to see us on here talking about, what we put in our bank accounts or riding around the Lambos and that craziness. We talk about community. One of the dope things about that is what you can learn from other people. So I found out this week when we had a call on Wednesday about like, folks in our community that's trading futures, forex, and all kinds of stuff that I'm not even
I
doing.
actually, I actually talked. I actually talked to that young lady this week,
I'll give her a
and
shot. Give her a shout out, man.
oh, but listen, Camtasia, she about that life.
Shout out to
So
Camtasia, man.
and so
Anybody,
what
yo,
happened?
anybody watching that knows Camtasia, tag Camtasia because we showing Camtasia love.
So she put me in her private group, and
Hmm.
we
Whoa, whoa,
all
whoa, 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 Camtasia. How you gonna put Corey in a private group, but I can't get a piece
because I
behind the
actually
wall?
did the
You
consult.
know what I mean? I can't get a piece behind the wall. All right, somebody definitely got to tag Camtasia now because I feel some type of way about that, man.
But she put me in her private group, and we also talked about crypto. Now she didn't have any basic knowledge about crypto, and so it was a
Yeah,
fair exchange,
yeah.
no robbery. And
That,
so
that's the beauty of it, though.
yeah, it was definitely a fair exchange with no robberies, and we definitely we chopped it for a couple hours, and
Hmm.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade with Camtasia, just like how I was trading with uh I always want to call him Santa with his tone.
Western Landing Center. Yo, everybody watching. I see a number of people watching, but we ain't got no like so
Yeah,
far, man.
what's going on, Don?
Yeah, I'm saying, so for the folks that are coming in, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the love button, just do something, just what I mean,
And
show us
so
some love. Don, what's good, family? How you?
I'm back there with Camtasia, and she firing rockets too, dog.
Yeah, man. Yo,
She
some
firing rockets.
somebody tag Tasia. Hey, Can, what's going on? Listen, Don, that's the thing, man. Exchanging information is a powerful tool, and that's the thing. Lift each other as you climb. That's how you build a real community, and not, because some folks ain't out here for that. Some folks is out here just to get the bag, and be
Also,
misers.
shout out the brother Jay Johnson. He
Hmm.
put us onto these crypto miners. I'm gonna be whacking them joints in the head. I'm whacking them joints in the head for a couple $100 a day.
Shout out to
So
Jay, man. Jay going crazy right now.
and so and the crazy part is I ain't really put that much money up, and it all came back, and now everything right now is profits. I'm in
Yo,
I'm in flat out profit mode. I've been in these joints a week, no 8 days. I'm in
hmm,
flat out profit mode,
that's dope. That's
and
dope.
so it ain't like I gotta wait 6 months, 8 months, 10, a year to be in profit mode. I'm in profit mode in 8 days,
That's
and
dope,
I ain't
man.
do nothing special but what he told me to do. I showed up, I put my money up, and then I took the money from one miner and started another one. And then, what I mean? Like I ain't even use my own money
Yeah,
to
man.
start
So,
the joint. So
so shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Jay for going crazy. I actually sat down with brother Camille yesterday, and me and Camille chopped it up yesterday. And yeah, every time I talk to Camille, man,
I see
Camille,
Camille in the streets.
dog. I chopped it up with Camille yesterday. Me, him, and Joel and Monica from our investment group. We met up to handle some business yesterday, and Camille be living in like 2035 already, man. So shout out to the
Yeah.
brother Camille, man. But it's dope, man. I had a listen for those. Make sure you check out our most recent podcast with the young brother Najee Grant,
Oh man,
who's doing amazing work in the community.
absolutely amazing dude.
I had a sit down coming up our next pod next Wednesday with the brother. Listen, Bitcoin vegan, right? Um, And this brother Justin, man, his story is crazy. He just wrote a book. It's called From Bars to Bitcoin, about how he, I ain't gonna put his business out there in terms of the kind of chicken he got, but he's doing pretty well after being behind bars. And his story was so inspiring. But that comes out next Wednesday, man. So we got a lot of stuff going on, man. Let's see who else is here though. Andrea's pulled up, man. Andrea, what's going on? How are you?
What's going on?
Yo, shout out to everybody. Everybody watching, do me a favor, because again, we only got half as many likes and loves as we got people watching. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the love button. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love so this episode can go in front of people in the group. Who else is here? We got Brandon pulling up. Brandon, what's up, beloved? How you?
Amazing real estate investor.
Yeah. So listen, man, Brandon getting to it on the real estate side. That's what I'm saying. Our community is fire, man. But it's some stuff I want to talk about too, man. Torian is here. What's up, Torian?
What up, fam?
Yo, a couple things, right? Shout out to our sister Aisha. Yo, I'm gonna tell you how dope Aisha is, man. Aisha, the people that follow Aisha love Aisha, right? So she wrote a post this morning about a conversation me and her had, and she tagged me in the post. And next thing I know, dog, I got like 100 new followers. I was like, hold up, why do people follow us? Because the first
happened to me every time she tagged
me. My phone was going off, and I said, what the hell happened to my phone? I was like, oh, each tagged me in a post. We were having a conversation this week, which kind of prompted me for the title of the show, which is about affordability of properties. Because I was telling her, I said, listen, I really feel like, looking at the numbers of sales in the city, that within the next 5 to 10 years, the average working class family won't be able to afford to buy a property in any neighborhood in the city. And I'm talking about the worst of the worst neighborhoods some people wouldn't want to live in. I've seen people catch a body on a block and then see a sale the next week for 200 racks. Like, so the price, and I know some people probably in California, like, so what? That's 200,000. But listen, in Philly, the average family won't be able to afford a house soon. Average working class family.
The one thing about Philly is people either get into it or they flat broke. It ain't like, it's no really in betweens. Like, there's no in betweens in the city, really. Like, what they doing is pushing the in between people out. They have very low cost housing, like the projects and stuff like that, and then they have houses that you got to be getting to it to pay for it.
You got to pay a mill to live on.
So it's really that in between is they getting rid of that. It's either low cost housing or you gotta get out. You know what I mean?
But what was interesting about this is, so I'm sitting there and we were having this conversation. I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, we about to have a city full of renters. We about to turn it into New York, or even Boston for that matter. When you look at Boston's numbers, it's crazy. It's crazy expensive. I was like, that's what Philly's getting ready to turn into. Then I came, and it's funny because I had another conversation. I had a conversation for a couple hours with Diamond Dave day before yesterday. We was chopping it up, and he was telling me about what's going on down there in Florida, and it's kind of the same thing. I was like, bro, it's amazing, like going through this pandemic and coming out of it, the prices of some of these properties. So we're about to see a huge shift, and I was like, it's about to be a huge, like, just renters market for people that look like us. Then I came across an article today that says, yo, you can't even rent. Anybody making minimum wage, or what they call an affordable wage these days, right, can't afford to even rent in the average city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy right now. So, matter of fact, let's start the conversation with this though. Shout out to a couple other folks that pulled up. Our sister Dawn is here. Dawn, how are you?
What's going on? Happy
Appreciate
Friday,
you.
Dawn. What's going on?
Our brother J.A. is here. Jay, what's up, beloved?
What's popping?
But let's start with this though, man. I'm gonna start with this article that I was reading on Yahoo Finance, which actually talks about it, right? So the article says renting is unaffordable to minimum wage workers in every state. In every state. So any state across the country, if you make minimum wage, but here's the craziest part about this, right? And I highlighted this because I thought this was absolutely insane. It says the federal minimum wage currently sits at $7.25 an hour, a number that has been in place since 2009. As of 2021, the minimum wage in 30 states is higher than the federal minimum. Dog, 2009. We're in 2021.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about what the federal minimum wage was before that. And the federal minimum wage from like 1976 to 2009 was $5.25.
Yo,
you talk about from 1977 to 2001. You talking about 45 years. The minimum wage went up $2 in 45 years.
Yo, here's what I want everybody to do. Everybody watching, do me a favor, right? When you got your first job, How much were you making per hour at your very first job? I want to
Five
see.
25.
You was making 525 core.
525.
All
My
right,
mom
now.
didn't allow me to work till I was 19.
Oh, I was about to say, dog. I was out here already. I was making four and a quarter.
So
Um,
a minimum wage, it was I was making 520. I was making five and a quarter. I was making exact minimum wage.
yo, I made four and a quarter. I worked at AMC theaters. Where's some foul that I was thinking about? Right, I was
Well,
making.
I'm lying. I made more than that because I actually made more than that, right? Because I used to work at the Man Music Center parking cars, and so I
You got tips.
technically, huh?
You got
Yeah.
tips.
So technically, I was making less than minimum wage because I was making like they would just pay us $100 a night,
Hmm.
but we could be out there for 12 hours or whatever. We could be out there forever. But
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie, I banged them in the head for tips.
here's
Like
my thing
that
though.
job was crazy. I
When I
was
worked
making
at
like $400 a day.
when I worked at AMC, I was out there like literally the first day. I sat in line to get my working papers. Right, that's how crazy I wanted to get this chicken. So I got out there, worked at AMC. My salary was four and a quarter an hour. I made much more than that. How I did that, we're not gonna put that on camera, but you know the story, Cord. But we're gonna leave that
Yeah.
alone. But the fact of the matter is, I was making four and a quarter. And what's crazy in retrospect is they used to tell us stuff like, "We pay minimum wage, but you can get stock. Who can afford to get stock in a company when I'm making four and a quarter? What are we doing here?" It was a joke. But yo, for the folks watch, I want to see what they got. So Don just bought a crib, and first of all, Don, um,
Congratulations, sir.
exactly. Everybody sent Don a congratulations on copping his first place, man. He says he bought his first place, and he was surprised by the amount of money it took to even get to the table. I can definitely see why people are locked out of owning homes. I'm definitely blessed to be in a position to do so. Congratulations, Don. My word of advice is: you bought you some land, hold on to that land, beloved, because it's about to be a crazy ride in this country. But congratulations on that's a major accomplishment, man. So congratulations, bro. Definitely proud of you for that, man. So Devet Anderson LLC, five and a quarter. Okay, so it's
That
out
was
there around the
minimum
same time
wage.
as you. Lance says eight and a quarter somewhere in there. All
Hey,
right,
nice.
$7 in high school. Yance, what's good?
Year.
575 or six, I can't remember. Ooh, yeah, that's how they do waitress. They do waitresses dirty,
Damn.
but you got them tips though. So hopefully the tips took your salary up there. Torian said 550 at Winn Dixie. So
Damn.
so the crazy part is, imagine like what you were making then trying to buy a property, and now the gap is even further. That's the crazy part. The gap is even further. How this conversation started is I'm working on two projects, and I got some appraisals done, and my appraisals came in and honestly made me laugh. These were properties that I bought a while ago and just sat on. And when I got the appraisals, I was literally laughing, and I'm like, well, how can someone afford to live around here? Like, this is the hood. We're called by the hood for a reason. When I buy my properties, man, shout out to Justin at JES Investments. Justin went to look at one of my cribs to do the work on. He was like, "Oh, you really mean by the hood?" I said, "Oh yeah."
And yo, like that's the same thing you said when you saw the joint that I got. You was like, "Oh, this is the
Yo, I thought about you this morning. Pause. Yo, I was riding through the city, 21st in York, right?
right down the street from my crib."
Dog, they build a new construction.
Yeah, because they had that land knocked down for 15 years without
New
doing
construction.
anything.
I said, I wonder if Corey know they're building new construction right
I
here.
still got two houses on that block.
Bro, listen, my point is, and I know this is happening in other cities. Now, our reference point is Philadelphia because that's where we are, but it's going to get real spooky out there for the folks that don't have resources. So, not just us up here talking, but everybody who's watching with us, man. That's why it's imperative that we get the word out to our people about learning how to get extra income, learning how to save, learning how to invest, just learning how to be disciplined as it pertains to money. Because the one thing that we all can agree on, this world isn't made for poor people.
At all.
This world isn't made for poor people. You look at the legislation and things that are happening now. You were just telling me about that before you came on. Your perspective on what you see happening with the legislation.
Yeah. So what happened was is COVID gave people a chance to sit down, and then they gave people money to sit down because they didn't know exactly how to deal with it. And so then after that, now they making all this legislation to get people back to work because people sat down and figured they saw they didn't need to go back to these jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they're trying to do is force people back into these, menial jobs because the one thing the government needs control of is your time. So the two things they use to control your time is wages and taxes, and then the other thing is jail, right? That's their two main ways to control your time. They take your time away from you by, you know, they kept so imagine how much time you lose with the same salary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then prices going up. Right. So
Inflation.
now every hour you work brings you back less money. They making you take a pay cut without cutting your bread. That's
Yeah.
exactly what inflation is. It's a pay cut for
That's the secret.
every
That's the
person.
secret to the system. That's the secret to the system because you're literally getting like the whole cliche taxation without representation.
That's
That's
what
that's inflation, right?
that's what inflation is, right?
Inflation is a tax, but most of us don't realize it's a tax because we can't
Inflation is
physically.
a heavy ass tax. And the thing about inflation is we don't control inflation. The government doesn't control inflation. An agency that is not a government agency controls inflation.
Yeah,
And
yeah, man.
so we're not even going to talk about how that factors into everything. And so, what, we can talk about it because America is just a giant ass debtors colony that uses its citizens to pay back its debts. So you got to be very, very, you got to understand what's going on with these kind of things, right? And so all the legislation, people think, a lot of this legislation was sitting there on the books, and now it's being brought forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I don't really care about who sit in office, right? Because I know all of those people are figureheads. Because I know if they don't control the money supply, they don't control the country. So that person is just all of these people are just figureheads.
Shout out to our brother Ronnie. Ronnie put up a post today that had me dying. It said some of y'all talking about Biden is who Trump thought they were. He said y'all the type dudes to tell mommy to leave her boyfriend and bring daddy back home, knowing they both ain't shit. But that goes to your point. That goes to your point. It's a system. It's not a person.
Yeah, so we gotta be really astute about what's going on, right? Because if you don't know, everything is about capital.
Yeah.
Everything is about capital and resources.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you don't think it's about capital and resources, then you playing yourself, right? Everything boils back down to capital and resources. Control of capital and control of land and resources. That's what it all boils down to. And so if anything else that you think it's about, it all rolls back into that.
Yeah. Listen, there's a book I'm reading now. The guy's name is Peter Schweier. It's called Secret Empires. Take a look at that book, y'all. It's on audio book too. It's called Peter Schweier. It's called Secret Empires. But
That joint and the Confessions of the Economic Hitman.
yeah, that too. That's a classic.
Joints,
They got a couple of them. It's like part 1, 2, but
yeah,
but
man.
but the
Like,
Peter Schweier joint is interesting because it takes place in modern time where it's talking about people like Biden, people like Obama, the Bushes, Trump, those kind of folks. But it gives you like an idea of how connected the business and politics are in this country and how a lot of times these days things are done right in front of your face. It's not even hidden anymore.
because the internet not allowing them to hide it, so they just stop. They just stopped. They was like, because they used to try to hide it because they controlled all of the information. Now with the internet, they don't control all of the information. So what they do is they don't even try. They don't even try to confuse you.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't even try to confuse you. They just, this is what we doing. What y'all
yeah,
want to do to stop it?
yeah, man. Couple things. So JA, and shout out to JA because JA got his own bank out there. He's out here. Before I get to that though, I just want to say peace to our brother Fred B.
You're
And also Yancey said they recognize that universal income are necessary. So I want to put that out there real quick.
that's
Um,
that's not going to ever happen.
Hey, Dawn, back then you had to buy like 100 shares. Now you probably could have got it through the employee jump. I want to pull Jay's comment up real quick. He says the hack for first-time home buyers is to find the banks that get fined. They always have to give out free money as penalties. Shout out to Wells Fargo, who gets fined like every other day, and they still make billions somehow. That's a link of 15. The crazy part about it, JA, is, and not yet, but the way that Philly's prices are appreciating, that 15 grand ain't gonna mean shit. That's the sad part.
That's the ugly part.
That's the sad part. But I get your point. Your point is there's always gonna be ways, and you got to find somebody that has the ability to do it. So that's why people like you are needed to help folks that get to it. So Lance says, Hella people try to argue with her that higher taxes, like a so-called tax on the wealthy, won't have an impact on the everyday person. All those higher fees and she can pass down to us.
Yes,
Always.
they do.
Always.
Every single time.
Always.
Every
Always.
single time.
Always. That's right. That's the book right there. And Dawn, that is an excellent idea. I was actually thinking about that today because I was going through. I'm finishing up the book that you recommended to me, and I was reading the Peter Schweier book, and I was sitting there like, I'm gonna make a comprehensive book list. I'm gonna put it like in a PDF format. You know what I'm saying? And
You can put it in our class list. Just put
yeah.
it in our class list.
No, but I want to take time and like make out a comprehensive list.
Yeah, because we got a lot of books that we come.
But that's a great idea, Dawn. That's definitely coming. And I'll give you your credit for putting it out there. It's definitely coming. What was the other book? Confessions of an Economic Hitman. And what else? Oh, it's called Secret Empires. And the guy's name is like Peter Schweier or something. That's it. So Tanisha, what's going on? How you? Absolutely, Fred. Somebody looked out for him and gave him the title. So yeah, man. So I just think it's interesting. We really got to pay attention to what's going on around us as it pertains to our people, because pretty soon, like I said, for those of y'all out there that already own some property, not telling you not to sell because I don't know anybody's specific situation, but hold on to your land, yo. Hold on to your land because it's going to be difficult in the future for us to get land. And we already see that these huge corporations are putting their funds together, waiting for the ish to hit the fan, and they're going to buy up everything. BlackRock ain't playing with y'all, man.
At all. They
not playing with y'all.
Blood.
Invitation Homes. Look up the ticker symbol INVH.
Yep, INVH.
INVH.
They already the largest residential homeowner in the country.
A quick hack. You don't feel like dealing with tenants and buying rental property, and this is not investment advice. You can buy shares of INVH, and every time people pay their rent, you get a dividend every month. Yeah, man. So INVH, take a look at that, man. So listen, what else we got out here? Don't sell a grain of soil. That's right. Lance said INVH. INVH. Look, Yancey said I own INVH. The shock doctrine. Okay, it's another one. Kev, what's up, brother? Shout to Kev on the West Coast, man. Kev, I know before you say something, man, congratulations to your Raiders on that comeback win on Monday night. Y'all still trash, this guy, I know we ain't talking sports, but I got to throw shade at your team anyway, just because you pulled up. You know what I mean? Naomi Klein. All right. So I'm going to put that down because I don't think I've heard of that before, but I don't know if I ever got to it.
Yeah, I haven't read that.
I'm actually going to put that in there right now. The shock jock. So Roscoe, tell us what that's about specifically, if you don't mind typing it out. Let me see. The shock doctrine. Pull it up real fast. Naomi Klein.
Real fast. Can we?
Go ahead, Corey.
Can we switch lanes a little bit, right? Because what we talking about is a little heavy.
Okay.
Right. So real fast. In the chat, for those of y'all who listen, let's put some wins in the chat, right? Let's tell me what went right this week, right? Because we can tell you all of the stuff that's hitting the fan. Tell us what right. I don't want to be like the news. Tell us what went right.
No, the news don't talk about the news. Ain't talk about the stuff we talk about. They're gonna show.
No, I'm just saying though. But you know how the news.
Listen,
right?
I just want to put a warning out there for our people. But I get your point though.
The news get bleak, right?
Yes, it does. BlackRock, Blackstone.
Let's start talking about. Let's start talking about some wins in the community. Tell us what went right this week.
Got you. Listen, shout to Miss Camp who pulled up. LaJoya, what's going on?
Mrs. What's going on? That's the Mrs.
All right, so create or take advantage of disaster or misfortune to scoop up property or change policies. Ooh. All right, Roscoe about to really have me in my bag. I'm copping that ASAP. Hey, yo, every time we get on here, somebody gives me a book. Somebody just gave me a book that I just copped. Oh, the Najee. Anybody ever read the book? He told me it's called I just copped it.
The Go Giver.
Yeah, the Go Giver. He told me I gotta get the book. He said you gotta get this book. It's called The Go Giver. I haven't read it yet. But the young brother told me to get it, so I copped it. There's something right there. Let's see.
Damn, the Dubai investor pulled the trigger for him. Man.
Oh, okay. Kev getting to that bread. I don't care what happened except BX went over. Now Yancey, me and you was talking about BX a couple years ago.
That shit was
tell the I want Yance to tell everybody in the chat what it was when I was telling him, like, yo, look in the BX. That's all I want him to do, man. To say we really out here doing the work. Dawn, congratulations, Dawn. Transferred BTC to the Trust Wallet all by herself. Shout out to E. Daniels. Wake and bake. That's good too.
I ain't mad at that.
Salute to you, man. You know. Yeah, got on that book about a year ago. Major W. Now I need the blueprint and see. Hey, listen, bro, Kev, I did not forget about you. It's just that, yo, Kev be out here like, yo, trying to put deals together that be like $1 billion deals. They take time, man. Hey, Kev, I listen, man. Shout out to Kev.
Yeah, we definitely working on that though.
Getting more into trading crypto. Okay, oh Lance, you about to be crazy. Listen, for those who don't know who Lance is a legend that's in our chat right now. She is one of the illest when it comes to charting. In fact, if you go to By the Hood University, our charting course that's in our university is taught by Lance. That's how phenomenal Lance is. So now Lance is about to take her skill set into crypto. It's about to be nasty. All right, so here we go. There we go. You guys recommended it at $30. This is what I want you to see. Yance actually came out to a class when Corey was doing classes in the community.
Yep.
And we talked about BX10. It was about $30 a share. It's now $135. Hey, Larry, listen, the thing about it, Yance, you took action. A lot of people that came to the class didn't do anything. You took action. So congratulations to you, good brother.
Yeah. He came to our adult literacy class. We was teaching that class in the hood for $20. $20.
And gave away. Yo, speaking of that though, like we really be trying to like give away information. The thing about it is sometimes it's hard to give away stuff because people be like, they gave
if you giving it away for that little bit of price,
yo,
then what? Like, so the only reason why we started a business and had to start charging people is because we was doing it for free and people wasn't taking it. We was literally giving the money away. We was trying to give it away.
You know, I'm gonna start sharing stuff because cats be thinking, yo, I be charging 6Fs, an arm and a leg for the info.
Yo, yeah, just show them the receipts of what you charged them.
I got invited.
The receipts of what we charge business to business.
Yeah,
what we charge business to business is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, like a stack an hour, 500 to a stack an hour, and and they pay it, and we try to give the same. As a matter of fact, listen, I got invited to do a presentation in New Orleans in March. Like, and man, I ain't gonna talk about that. Let's see. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because we always giving stuff away. We got an actual webinar that's absolutely free that I'm gonna talk about right now. It's completely free. And here's how you get it. And even if you don't care to get it, just pass it off to somebody else. You can text Black Wealth to 74121, and it's a free webinar. Get you started in investing. I'm gonna leave it up there for a second. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, but shout out to Gans though.
Giving away stuff.
Yo, but shout out to Yance though, because Yance took action, and that's the key is to take action because folks just don't be taking action. All right, so so we got some more wins out here, Tanisha. I moved my BTC to Celsius for some gains. Okay, there you go. See, our folks is getting to it. Reached out to the SBA lending programs for real estate investors. Nice. Fred says she is the chart god for real. Yes, she is.
No pushback here.
Look at Stevie giving Lance more progress. UPST kept running 200%, and that's partly thanks to Lance. Hey, Lance, you getting all kinds of love in the comments, Lance. Salute to you. He hella took out. Yeah, he did. Yancey gets to it. I came when it was free, so he actually came when it was free. Hey, Kev, man, you can get started just by going get that free webinar, man. We got you. Whatever you need, you know I got you, bro. Yeah, man, blowing up a scanner. Hey, Fred, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Fred be out here getting to it also.
Yo, we can buy land with that loan, and y'all put 51% BTH in it to rent the rest of the block. Listen, put the play let's run the play. Put it together. We can get it done.
Run the play.
Major kinfolk in New Orleans. Listen, I should be there in March, bro. As long as the world is still open. I know this is left, but a question on property purchasing. Do you guys have 3 LLCs? I got way more than that.
Yeah. I'm owner or part owner of about 10 LLCs.
So I'm gonna tell you that what I personally do. Now, this is not investment advice, it's something, but back in the day, I used to put each property in its own LLC. I stopped doing that. So now I got about 3 properties in every LLC, unless it's a multifamily. If it's a multifamily, like I got an apartment building with like 4 units, that's in its own LLC. But individual single family homes, I usually put 3 in one LLC. That just works for me. But Mark, what's good, Mark? Mark out here too. Mark's another real estate investor getting to it.
Mark getting to it.
Acquisitions,
Holdings, and property.
Oh, okay. You talking about that way? All right. So I have done that, right? I don't generally do it anymore, but I have done that, and I understand the benefits of doing so. But it begins to be a paperwork mess for me because you can have certain write-offs as I'm acting as the property manager. But the way I do it now is because I only put 3 in each one. Each LLC has its own property manager, so everything runs through the LLC. But I don't put everything under one huge LLC. Let's see. I signed up. Congratulations. You'll get the free webinar. Hey, listen, Tanisha, we appreciate you for all the support, man. We get Jones open up an Inc.
Nice.
C Corp, S Corp, what you do, bro? See, Kevin already in the comments on it. C Corp's a family trust or better. Kev, here's what I will say about that. It depends.
Yeah, depends on what kind of cash flow.
So the thing about setting up entities, they all have their place, all depending upon what you're going to do. So he did set up a C. Okay. The thing about C's is sometimes the LLC is better than a C. All depends. Oh, he's in Wyoming with a C. Ooh, okay, I see what you're doing.
I know what he's doing.
Yeah. So everybody, all right, that's what's up. Y'all doing great stuff, man. So Kev said individual one taught me how to hide money. Hey. Listen, man, we don't call it hiding money, man.
Yeah, we just call it.
You know what I'm saying? We call it avoidance, man. Yeah. It's not tax evasion, it's tax avoidance. I'm not doing anything for free anymore. It never works. I'll be moving the MBC link to JBM product. Get down and stay broke. Yo, shout out to everybody who's in the MDC. We rolled out a partnership program this week. So for the folks that don't know, MDC Strategy is a joint project between myself and Corey at By the Hood. We got 225 Legacy with Tone, who's out here launching rockets. We got Passive with Swan Investing. We got DYO with Brother Jay. And then we got like Spoon's Trading Strategies. We all came together, all 6 of us, to put together an entity known as the MDC, the $1 Million Challenge. And we work together and provide educational services to the community. So we have a membership, right? But the thing about it is, it's not really about the money. It's just a matter of time. So what we did was we made all of the people in our community our business partner. So now when folks sign up for the MDC, whoever brings them aboard is making the same thing we making. We're all business partners. That's actually kind of revolutionary. People don't even recognize how revolutionary it is because they're getting a business in a box just by being a member of the community. And we are allowing them to actually teach, make money, and trade with us and be a part of our Discord. So that's what JA is talking about. Everybody in the joint is a partner. And if they have their own educational platform, they could bring it all behind the wall and just be a partner and get chicken. So that's what we're doing there. But so congratulations to JA. He got his link. He said he's about to take it out on the block and move it like the JBM. You know what I'm saying? He's about to be the Aaron Jones of the MDC. Do you guys have a goal for number of doors or cash flow per month or both? So Dawn, I don't know if you've ever heard my story. I pretty much tell it on every podcast I go on because it's my testimony. I used to have this thing where I wanted to get as many doors as possible. And I went through a transformation as an investor. So at my maximum, I had about 60 plus doors, close to 60 doors. Some were apartments though. And I sat down one day and I realized that I wasn't making any money, right? So I spent all this time acquiring all these doors and all these units, and I was so leveraged. I had borrowed so much money and had so many notes that when I sat down and did the math, my ego was through the roof because I had so many doors, you know what I'm saying? So I would tell people, yeah, I got 60 doors, you know what I'm saying? But when I actually sat down and done the math, I would have been better off getting a job at Target. Straight up. So, and that's another thing. So I say that to say this is my experience, right? This is my testimony. This is my testimony. So that's why I laugh sometimes now when I see people online talk about just how many doors they have, because that doesn't tell the whole story. I got lucky though, because this was pre-2008. So I started selling stuff off because back then I would buy a property and literally within 2 weeks, I have appreciation where I could sell for profit. That's how crazy the market was. For those that weren't in the real estate game before 08, it was absolutely bananas. It was insane. Some of the stuff made no sense. So the fact that it blew up the way it did, in retrospect, it's like, okay. But I got lucky because I didn't see it coming. I wasn't a genius. I was just selling stuff off because I recognized that I wasn't making as much money as I thought I should. So now I'm approaching now close to 20 doors again, but I only have a note on 2 properties. So I have less doors, but I owe less. So now my cash flow is more. So I'm focusing more on cash flow, and I'm focusing less on just acquiring doors. So that's a long way of answering your questions, is that it all depends. Because now when I get real estate deals that come in front of me, that come to my table, I
Still be
look at them
looking at
different.
cash flow.
I am, but I'm also looking at, maybe I'll wholesale this one. Maybe I'll flip this one. Maybe I'll just give this to somebody else and tell them to give me a grand. I I'm at the point now, because now also, because we're doing so many things in terms of options and crypto and getting passive income from multiple places, that I had the luxury of just doing the deals I want to do and not just having to do every deal. Back in the day, I'm like, yo, I'm doing every deal that comes in front of me. Every deal. So I mean, that's to answer your question, Dawn. For me, it's about the specific deal, and do the numbers make sense? I'm not trying to go completely in a debt. I'm not against debt, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I am not Dave Ramsey. I think Dave Ramsey's a sucker, and you can tell
Yeah.
him I said it. But I'm not that. But at the same time, I want to be smart about how I use debt. I just don't want to be borrowing for the sake of borrowing.
Speaking of homeboy, he tried to get on our platform. We was like, man, if you don't get your ass out of here, boy.
He tried to send one of his
His minions,
black
his
representatives.
minions to get on our platform. No, man, if you don't get the hell out of here, boy.
Hey, I give him credit though. He's slick though, because he said, well, his people wasn't him, his people. But we have people that represent Dave, and I was like, so this you're gonna send us to black folks. I get what y'all doing. It's kind of smart though. Doing what the government's allowed everyone else. Though. So LaJoya, the missus says, set plan in motion for a nonprofit diploma granting organization, high school.
Yeah,
That is the ultimate goal.
that's our original business.
Man, that's the lifelong goal right
Baby
there.
Camp LLC.
Congratulations.
So we both working in,
Dawn, let's get to it, Dawn. Listen, whatever class you want, anything you need help with putting it together, let's talk. We already got to talk anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
you sell
Kev.
islands. You sell islands, so we definitely.
Hey, Kev, I'm about to cook that up tonight. Get chicken. That's a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's definitely a T-shirt.
Hey, Dawn, that's a true story, man. Some folks out here, got the doors, but they ain't making no money.
Man, listen.
Yeah, listen. That's one thing I recognize. That's why I'm not into the job shaming that you see people do online. You got to be an entrepreneur. Forget your job. Listen, I know people that are corporate executives that make way more money and take less risk than people that are entrepreneurs. Who am I to tell them that they're stupid? The one job I had in corporate America was at Johnson & Johnson. Another part of my testimony. I guess tonight is just me telling my stories. When I worked at Johnson & Johnson out of college, there were people that were middle management that were millionaires based off stock options. And I used to tell them, like, yo, I'm going to invest in real estate. I'm going to be in real estate. And they used to laugh at me.
Yo,
like,
I know two people who made their first $1 million working at Target.
You mean Walmart? Was it Walmart or Target?
Walmart. Working at Walmart. They made their first $1 million working at Walmart.
Yeah.
Because of stock options.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s, early 2000s.
So that's my point. My point is, who am I to tell them that, you got to go do this?
They made millions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With an S, working at Walmart. Working at Walmart.
And the crazy part is, people be on this thing. I'm gonna run my own thing. I'm gonna do this. When you run your own thing, you still answer to somebody. You answer to your clients or your customers. You're always answering to somebody. Yeah, me and Corey were talking the other day. We were looking at I think it was Tesla and Zuckerberg. A couple of people were talking about, yo, I'm trying to take my company back private.
Yeah,
right?
that was Tesla. That was Tesla.
It was somebody else who said that.
Both of them. It was both of them. They was tired of answering to their shareholders, and that's why Facebook made it their shares that the people don't get no say.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, look, you can buy our stock and make money with us, but you don't get no say in how we run our business.
Yeah, man. So just understand that you're always answering to somebody. Every business is a customer service business, but Dawn, that's my testimony, man. That's a true story. Like, I had a bunch of doors and wasn't making no bread. And I had owned properties in multiple states. And I was trying to be an out-of-state property manager. That's something else that I don't do right now because it was the worst. I had about 15 properties in the Carolina region. I had one on the beach in Carolina. I had the worst tenants in the world. My property manager was robbing me. Yo, it was the worst. I had a property in Atlantic City. Yeah, but it was out of control though. I was out of control because the thing about it is back then, and this is another true story. And if anybody who's been in the game long enough can tell you that I'm not lying about this, you used to be able to pull up to a bank and be like, "Yo, I want to be a real estate investor," and you didn't even have to show anything,
Nothing.
and it would give you a loan. You know what I'm saying? If none of y'all ever see the movie The Big Short, watch The Big Short because a lot of that is true. A lot of that is true. That's a major key. Less doors, more cash flow. Listen, I had a conversation with our brother Malik this morning. Me and Malik was on the phone for about like 2 hours, just chopping it up. And I was telling him, he was like, yo, because Malik is an enterprise dude. Every time he called, yo, let's buy this, let's buy that. I was like, dude, I'm trying to do less work and make more money. I don't want more work. I don't want more work. Y'all folks out there talking about you got to work hard. Y'all liars. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. We already put it out there for y'all. Hard work is for suckers.
Hey, whatever happened to that trap house? Still good? Absolutely. So construction starts on there probably when I get back from Orlando. So I'll be in Orlando next week. Everything's going good. So we'll be starting construction probably in October. So hopefully, after we start construction in October, by the end of the year, that should be fully occupied. Thank you, Andrea. We appreciate that.
Man, listen.
Here come the pastor to bless us with his presence tonight. You know he about to drop some gems on us. A job is the seed that you use to plant the tree that provides the fruit of your legacy. Look at that, man.
Man, listen. Say word. Damn.
Yo, don't be out here stunting, man.
Damn.
I'm gonna leave this up there for our audience. Dawn says, I got a new 4-acre island for $400K. It needs everything including filling, but it's a $5 million ARV when a resort goes on it. Can't wait to sell it. Dawn, can you inbox me a link to that? Because I'm gonna send it to my guy that's always enterprising. I'm gonna say, here go a whole island for you, bro. Everyone is in sales. Yeah, I mean, to me it's customer service, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, so to me, it's customer service. We got another legend in here. Chastity's in the building.
Yeah. Them nuptials coming soon.
Antonio, I've been there before, man. I've been there before. Shout out to Mark, who just got our crypto course. He's in our group now. He says, I got to get at the Bitcoin videos. A lot of valuable info. Appreciate that, man. All right. So the numbers on the trap house. If I tell y'all how much I paid for the house, y'all not going to believe me anyway, but it's documented. You can go to property.phila.gov. I paid $1 for the house. How I do that, because I'm a master negotiator. The ARV on the property is $185. Now, a little context to that. I paid $1, but I assumed the debt that was on there. It was about 15 grand in debt, but I assumed that from the previous owner who was just trying to get out of it.
You paid $15,001.
Yeah, but the ARV, and I just got the appraisal. You know what I'm saying?
185. That's
185.
That's still more. That's like 12x, 13x.
It'll probably cost me about $60 to get it put in. And Section 8 over there is paying $1,200 a month. That's the numbers on it. Look at you say, yo, crazy thing is this though. I bought several cribs for $1 in the city. Don is good at pushing the message of using 9 to 5. Listen, man, Don. Everybody has their lane. I keep telling Don, I'm trying to get Don on our pod, man, because I appreciate Don's message. Because Don sticks to his message, but it's important because the one thing I'll tell you about building wealth is everything is not for everybody. So if you're online and people are telling you got to do this, you got to do that, they're lying, right?
You don't have to do it.
Another benefit of doing our podcast is we've talked to multiple millionaires. And the thing about it is all of them have a different journey. You don't know what your journey is, right? This is why, like, you know, we were talking with our family from the Black Wealth Project about talking more about what makes you happy. If you can find a way to make money and be happy, because I also know a lot of people that got money that are just miserable.
Miserable as hell.
You don't want to be that either. So Jamil's giving Don his flowers, man. Don is pushing that message. That's right. And look, this is what I like about our folks. Jamil is giving Don his flowers, and Don over here giving Malik his flowers.
Yeah, man.
Because
it's all love, right? Because we don't care about. Listen, man. I don't care who run the bag up, as long as that person is doing. You know what I mean? Like everybody in our community that run the bag up, I'm gonna congratulate them, right?
As we should.
You know what I mean? Because For real, that's the way that that's the way we get to move as a unit, right? Because when everybody got time and everybody got money, we can move as a unit.
Yo, shout out to Lorenzo, who's also in Bada Hill University. Lorenzo just sold $1 million apartment building this week.
Yeah, he did.
1.8 mil. He's in our community. But yo, and yeah, Malik, the cash flow bros, they building it up. That's actually dope.
You was to talk about Jess.
Yeah, so listen, Justin is doing amazing. As a matter of fact, you show how we keep all the money in the family, right? Try to keep the money in the family. The trap house that he just asked me about, Justin is GC in that project for me. So Justin's going to do all the work. I'm paying him to actually do the construction on it. So we keep all the money in the family.
His friends, his seed, marry
That's
my
it.
seed.
That's it. We keep all the money. All the money stay in the family.
That's how Wu-Tang money stay up.
Listen,
in the family.
I got a black lender. Shout out to Renee from Spring Garden. I got a black lender. The title work is actually title was already ordered. Right? Title went through Tyrone, who's Courtney's husband from the Black Wolf Project. I'm the developer. Justin is the, you know what I'm saying, the GC, and it's going to be a black family that goes in it. We got like 5 to 10 people that get paid off the one deal, and they all are from our community. That's how you do it. People always want to be on the grind, not realizing that goes into a gets grinded. Pastor, hold up. Listen, Pastor be giving me tweets, man. I'm taking a picture of this right now. And the reason I'm taking a picture of this is because I don't feel like writing it down, but I'm definitely tweeting this later. I'm gonna quote you, Pastor, but I'm just letting you know that I'm taking a picture of this, man. And by the way, I'm taking a picture using the Galaxy Fold, you know.
Ooh, see, y'all pushing me, man. Like this peer pressure heavy, dog. I need y'all to stop with that peer pressure heavy, man. I'm about to go spend my 2 racks and go get one.
Sure, Will. It's not up here. We'll be up next year. Okay, Dawn. Listen, whenever you got it ready, let me know. Kev said, bruh. Yeah, man. That's dope. That's what the numbers are. Sunday, the time is here, 4 p.m. Still trying to pull up Sunday.
Congratulations. You pulling up still, though. That's what's up.
Yo, I'm out here. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Okay. I need to know something. I'm in the same boat. Listen, bro, you got my name. Me and Mark talked last week. Hit me up whenever, whenever.
Mark,
that Lorenzo Jackson sale was inspiring. Y'all Philly dudes not playing. I'm Brooklyn for life, but I'll get a McNabb.
Yo, you need a Jalen Hurts jersey, dog. McNabb, old news. Get a Jalen Hurts jersey.
Yo, Jay ain't got jokes, man. Jay is hilarious, man. But Lorenzo doing his thing, man. And the crazy part is, I'm not gonna put their name out there because they didn't say anything yet online. But the folks that bought the property are also black developers.
Yep.
Like they people of ours too. But I'll let them put it out there first. But
everybody that was involved with that was black.
Yeah. And that's how we try to do it. Everybody eats, B. You know what I'm saying? There's so much wealth in just sticking to the basics. Yeah. But you know what, Don? A lot of times people don't know how to do that because they get bored. They want to chase lottery tickets. They watch Champions of Friends versus Only Talented, man. Success has a blueprint. Ooh, yours just may be red, though. Yo, another one, tweetable. Hey, Pastor, man. You gotta drop the link to your church, man. Listen, I'm not a church dude, but I go to Pastor's church, man.
Yeah, drop the link to your church.
I go to Pastor's church.
Drop the link to the church.
I go to Pastor's church just so I can give me a couple of tweets out for
Bar
the week,
session.
Man. Yeah, man. Pastor's a battle rapper. He be out there battle rapping, man. All right, how long did it take you? Oh man, Andrea, that is an amazing question. Because I don't even know if I have yet.
Yeah, I don't think I'm still in the groove. I think we in the process because we still putting together processes, right? Because we still got to show up to everything to get paid. So we're still entrepreneurs.
I don't know about that though, Corey.
Not everything. No, I'm saying I'm talking about as far as our current business.
Right? Yeah, in terms of Bodyhood LLC, yeah. But my thing is this though. That's an amazing question because I don't know if you ever feel like you've hit your stride, right? One of the reasons I like talking about the mistakes I made are because all of them were learning experiences. And every time I go online, I'm on Instagram like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the Lambos. I'm looking at the buildings. I'm looking at the cheeks. I'm looking at everything, man.
Every major move in my life came from either a disappointment or a failure.
But I don't think people share enough of that. Everybody wants to share their highlight reel.
Ever made in my life came from a disappointment or a failure, right? Because somebody told me no. and then I had to go do it myself, or somebody told me no, or fired me from a job, and then I always end up somewhere better than I was before because I wasn't even looking to get better. I was stuck somewhere else because I was comfortable, and then them telling me no broke that comfort cycle for me and allowed me to move forward. I had a boss. I had a supervisor fire me because she said I was too comfortable. She said, "You're too good to be here." She fired me so that I could move forward.
Damn.
She was just like, "I'm sick of you. I'm sick of looking at you because you don't belong here."
Yo, but Andrew, that's a great question though, because I don't even know how to answer that. Like if I found my groove, because it's a work in progress. But I like sharing the mistakes I make because I think that's the most important thing is to show that everybody makes mistakes. Everybody f's things up big time. There's properties that I own that I sold that now in retrospect I want to kick myself. You know what I'm saying? I sold the property on the 1400 block of Colorado Street, and I remember, and I sold it for like 40 racks. I wholesaled it, but I got it for 10, sold it for 40. It's worth about a $500,000 right now, and that's why I remember the address because it still hurts. But the point is, I don't know because I still feel like I'm trying to find my groove, right? And it's all a matter of perspective. The one thing I do know is it's about just being consistent and taking action. That's the one thing. The only thing I know about business is as long as you're taking action, you don't fail, right? Because even all my failures, the one thing is I just keep going and keep going and keep going. So the only thing, my only to answer to that question is I don't know if I hit my groove, but I'm never quitting. And that's the thing. I'm still chasing goals. Every year I sit down and write out goals. I literally write them out, personal goals and business goals, and I keep moving. Like I keep going at it. So that's the only thing I do know. But that's an excellent question, Andrew. I appreciate that question. You know what I'm saying? Don says everybody can eat out here. Yep.
Yes, they can.
Wait, Spring Guard legit? Absolutely. Listen, shoot me an inbox. I'll plug you in with the VP assistant. I got you. She's the real deal. She gets deals done. We've done like 4 deals in the last like 6 months. That gets it done. That's bars. Black Wall Street on the move. Carry on tradition. That's what it's about. Hashtag Samsung. Oh yeah, listen. This fold is something different, yo. I don't even know. You know, and I'm a 2-phone dude, so I still got the little iPhone here too. But I'm like, it's hard for me to use a single screen phone these days, man. Pastor got one. Pastor know what I'm talking about.
Yo, yeah, they had me jealous in our group chat last night.
Hey, Dawn, you got a question? Can he use his VA loan to buy that island? My man trying to use. I don't know the answer to that one.
I wouldn't be mad at that though.
Okay, yeah, shoot me an inbox, Tanisha. I got you. I because Justin might be able to do that too. He's excellent. He's not the cheapest. I keep it a buck with you, but he's reliable.
You're gonna get what you pay for.
He's a man of his word, and that's what I like. Because I have some. Listen, Mark will tell you. Shout out to Mark if you're still watching. Because me and Mark fired the same dude. That's a true story, yo. I'm
laughing because how funny that is because it's so true.
Listen, I'm telling stories tonight. Mark that's in here is also a real estate investor. Me and him have once fired the same guy for different projects. Fired him on different projects. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That Tiger Woods NFT drops next week. Okay.
I'll be on that.
Nick bounce pass.
bounce pass.
Folks say you lazy, but don't realize the work it takes to build lazy.
For sure.
Hold on. Another one. Listen, man. I need Pastor is my ghostwriter, man. He like Pastor like Quentin Miller to my Twitter, man. He out here
ghostwriting your whole Twitter.
Ghostwriting my Twitter. Only difference is I quote Pastor.
Ghostwrite your whole Twitter.
Ghostwrite my Twitter, man.
Quentin Miller, yo.
That is fire. Dawn, that's amazing. A lot of us aren't that fortunate, but that's dope. You keep the money right inside the literal fan. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that's extra dope.
Yeah, that's amazing. Kev said I had a Bentley, dumbest move ever. Did you enjoy it though for a little bit though?
It might listen, man. Gentlemen on here telling money stories. If I get on here and tell money stories, y'all might send me a GoFundMe because my money stories is wow, dog. I can tell you money stories from every from every era that I've been alive, where I done something absolutely dumb and crazy with money. Like, get the hell out of it. Like, I could tell you stories that you won't believe, like that involve crazy amounts of money. Where
Hey Kev,
I've kicked crazy amounts of money down a hole.
hey Kev, what did you learn from it? And I'm pretty sure you had a little bit of fun with the Bentley.
I've never done a Bentley, but I've spent Bentley money on stuff that I don't have anymore.
Jose, what's up, brother? Yo,
Here,
Jose, for whatever reason, that book still didn't get to me, man. I gotta check the. I know you did send me the number to check the track, and I gotta check it. But what's good, Jose? How are you? Mistakes make you better. They should. That's the problem, though, Kev. Everybody don't know how to learn from them. So
what it is?
never get comfy and stay in the game. That's right. That's right. He said, as Lance told him, no mistakes or failures, just lessons.
Just lessons.
Do you have an architect in the group? All right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna keep it a foul wow with you. I had an architect, but it didn't work out. As a matter of fact, that's what me and Mark was actually talking about last time I talked. One of the last time I talked to Mark, we was talking about like getting a good architect. Do you have? I mean, do you have one for us?
Or are you one?
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. See, Marcus co-signing what I said, man. We fired the same boy, man. That's a true story, man.
True story.
Absolute true story. VA has different rules in different states. Normally, it has to be a primary residence. So, Kev, can he say that he wants to live? He wants to live on an island. The whole island is his residence.
Yo, that is fire.
Or are there limits? Are there limits with a VA? I don't know how the VA loan works, Kev. Like, so is there limits with the VA loan? You never want to get a groove. There's no growth there. The only difference between a groove and a grave are the dimension.
Another Twitter.
Let me grab the fold real fast, man.
Your Twitter about to be jumping.
Only difference between the groove and the grave are the dimensions. Yo, oh my god. Off subject. It's passive related to Kevin Eubanks. I've always thought he reminds me of somebody but couldn't place and just put the two names together. Hey, Pastor, are you related to Kevin Eubanks? Oh, okay. You're just getting in the game looking for some contacts yourself. There's no architect. I mean, I know some architects, but there's nobody that I would recommend off front. I'm looking for one now for a project, so I'm more than willing to pass them off if things work out. But I can't really vouch for anybody. Let's put it that way. Okay. There we go. There are definitely limits on VA loans. So Kev said he had a mortgage company. Federal loans are extremely strict. Yo, the market is so hot here in Philly that Cats is like turning down FHA loans. Like, yo, if you got an FHA, they don't even want to sell you the crib. Like, it's crazy. You gotta have conventional or cash. That's how hot the market is. All right, real quick though, we've been here for a minute. You know what we gotta do at this point, Core? We got to get to the ish. Like, we're gonna do this real fast, but it's time to get to the ish real quick. So this quick segment we do every week, we want you guys to weigh in and give us your opinion on some of these stories. We got a couple that we're gonna go to real fast. All right, here's number one, right? You see it on my screen, Core?
Yep.
All right, it says, my mom spends thousands shopping on Facebook, but doesn't tell my father. I pay on credit and she repays me. Will the bank alert the IRS? She's not the most technologically illiterate person and doesn't want to hassle my stepdad each time she wants to pay for stuff. So he's worried about his mom doing a lot of drawing. He does a lot of shopping on Facebook using Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, right? And she doesn't want to keep asking his stepdad, so now she's using his account. And he's sending out between $500 to $5,000 a month. Yo, my God. That's her monthly bill from buying stuff off Facebook. And then she gives him the cash when he visits her. And what he's worried about is those crazy deposits that he's making going to the I, the R, and the S. We know what Biden is trying to do, allegedly. Well, it's not even alleged. It's in the documents.
But they was going to go on there anyway. Because when you send it them, anything that sends you a what's the name? They sending you a 1099. So you're gonna get banged in the head with that anyway.
Yo, Why is mom spending? Why is mom's got a $5,000 a month Facebook habit?
Yeah.
Yo, real quick for those watching, do y'all spend money on Facebook like that? What's your experience of like? I've been on the Facebook
I've
marketplace,
actually
but
I don't have a $5,000 a month habit, but I'll occasionally buy things off of Facebook.
what if you bought off Facebook?
I bought like shavers, and I just wanted to like I'm one of the people who used to watch late night commercials and buy shit. So I occasionally I'll
Oh,
buy
you one of
something.
them boys.
Yeah, so
Yo, I think I told y'all this before, right? I made the mistake. All right, so I was thinking about getting a cat. I've never had a cat before. I'm a dog dude, but currently don't have a pet. Because the last time my dog died, it like crushed me. But I said I'm gonna try to get a cat this time, just to see what it's like to have a cat as a pet. I made the mistake of like going on a couple cat websites, and when I tell you my Facebook timeline is fit, yo, I didn't know that that's its own culture, dog. They sell everything for cats, and they all in my Facebook ads right now. I'm talking about toys, clothes, food, like just everything. I'm like, I didn't know that it was like that, but they go hard on Facebook. So it's just interesting that somebody have a $5,000 a month habit. So for the person who did this, I think that's part of the story that's like shocking to me. Like your mom's spending 5 racks a month. But Corey's point is you're gonna get a 1099 eventually anyway. I don't know about that. Not if he just putting charges on his card.
She's sending him money to his Zelle and stuff. They gonna hit him with a 1099 to pay him back.
No. She's giving him the money in cash. She's spending on Zelle or whatever to buy the stuff.
No.
Let me pull it back up.
He's saying he's paying for it with his credit card, and she's paying him back on Zelle or with cash. And then every time,
I thought she said cash. Okay, I thought she said cash.
She also paying him back on those other on PayPal or Zelle.
No. Here's the thing: his mom is doing the shopping on Facebook using Zelle. He said that she pays him in cash. You know what I'm saying? She'll then give me the cash.
Constantly sending out payments in Zelle.
No, he's sending out payments via Zelle, Cash App, and all that on his credit card. She's paying him back in cash. She doesn't know how to use Zelle, Cash App, or Venmo, so he's doing it for her.
All right, but then if she's paying him back in cash, when he deposits the money, they're gonna look at it like they're gonna look at it like income.
That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the fact that now
they're gonna look at it like income, even if it ain't.
He's pulling up to the bank like Tony Montana with cash. Because his mom got a Facebook habit. He's worried that all his cash deposits are going to start to look shady.
Yeah, they're going to be on his ass.
Yo, so for y'all watching, right? What do y'all do in a situation like this? You got like moms, auntie, or somebody that don't know how to use the internet, but they want to do this. Like, do you let them just give you cash? Like, what do you do in a situation like this? Because if he keeps putting 5,000 deposit, it's going to come back. All right, so let's see. So they got some Facebook stories on here. So Mark says, by the way, last story we're talking about, he got a Korean architect and worked with many of his projects. He must be pretty good. Mom needs to get up off Facebook and many scams. Yo, speaking of a scam, I had this brother call me this week, man. I felt so bad for him. And it actually is not just him. I had 2 people call me this week that got caught in a Forex scam. Be careful with them Forex bots and people in your inbox, yo. They mean you no good.
Yeah, if they selling you Forex in your inbox, they are a scammer. Automatically, they automatically scamming. Listen, if they're selling you Forex in your inbox, they are scamming.
So Lance says that she copped a thing or two that has happened upon her news feed. This is all this is giving me data that I need to get on Facebook's news feed with some products. But if the black and a U-back, more than likely, usually when I meet one, we're related. Master kept it all in the house. Asper won't buy anything. Ain't gonna be able to do it. Yeah, the Facebook algorithm will definitely tell on you. So tell mom to knock it off is what Rashida said. Mom got to knock it off. Mama gonna have to get a crash course on spending. Yo, funny thing is, mom come through with the cash though. Where's mom? Mom got 5 racks every month to buy this nonsense. All right, so to answer your question though, Yance, a VA buyer can use a VA loan to buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex as long as he lives in one unit. Veterans must live there for at least 1 year. That's how the male sapient veterans use their VA loan to become landlords. They can use their VA loan 3 times. Ooh, that's a cheat code. Move 3 times, get a fourplex each time. By the time you get to the 3rd one, you living in one unit. You know what I'm saying? You got 11 other units. That's hard body karate. Give me cash. Said, nope, don't get me caught up, mama. Probably the most life changing purchase on Facebook was a baseboard duster. Didn't know I needed it, but Mark Zuck knew. Mark Zuck know what you need in your life. Yo, there you go. Yeah, don't fall for the people in your inbox. Hey, Mark, man. Yo, I put up a IG post and they on the comment section right at it, punching me in the face, man. Those forex spots on IG are the worst.
Yo, I got every one of them joints on our joint block. So I don't like half the reason why people don't comment on IG anymore is because the bots beat them there and they don't want to fight with the bots.
Yeah, bro. All right, man. So let's hurry up and get to a couple more of these stories because we got some more crazy ones, man. A couple crazy ones we got to get to. Get you guys' opinion on these. So here's the next one here. I have 3 children. I quit claim my house to my most responsible son. Now he has blocked my calls. Right. So he says there was no dispute, no angry feelings or hostility. On the outside, he seems okay. He's a mid-level engineer at a major corporation. What should I do? So this person is 59 years old, a homeowner, and a mother of 3 adult children. 3 years ago, I asked each child separately, if I died tomorrow, would you have the time and resources to handle my affairs? I knew the answer beforehand because only one of my kids was financially set and a homeowner. My ultimate purpose was transparency. I did a quick claim deed of my house to my son. I'm still paying the mortgage. Fast forward to the day, and now my son is struggling with obsessive compulsive disorder, chronic anxiety, and depression, which he has managed over the years but are now debilitating. He has stopped communicating with all family members and even blocked my number. Wow. He's obsessed and depressed about a future without a spouse and kids at a time when his friends, family, and coworkers are moving in that direction. I don't know what to do. Considering his fragile mental state, I'm reluctant to ask him to sign another quit claim or do anything else that may push him further away or over the edge. There was no dispute, no angry feelings or hostility. On the outside, he seems okay. He's a mid-level engineer at a major corporation. What should I do? My 2 other kids are more financially stable now, so I'd like to add all 3 to the deed. Have I lost my house? Woo! I already know where our audience is going to go with this because we got a lot of smart people. So I already know where y'all going to go with it. Let's start with you, though, Brother Corey.
Yeah, that house is out of here.
Wow.
But the thing about it is because this is a mother's love, right? So this is how things go. So because she loved her son, so she sacrificed. she did the Jesus Jones. She did the Jesus walk. And she so loved her first begotten son that she sacrificed her house to him. And so that joint is out of here. But what she could do, if she could get in contact with him, maybe I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of maybe babies in there, man. Like, there's a lot of things that could happen in that situation. He could get better, and their relationship could get better, and things could change. But that quick claim deed, that was just bad juju. She's supposed to do something way different than what she did. She thought she was doing it right. She ain't had the right guidance.
Man, listen. So let's
That
see.
house is out of there though. She don't own that house no more.
What do you guys think about this story? So the mom at the time thought she was signing it over to her most responsible son, who now has mental health issues, and now she's worried about her property. Let's see what the people here think.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I got all the way to the bottom comment. I shouldn't have laughed.
Hey, yo, man. Yo, you crazy, bro. I'm gonna get back to some of these comments. I want to see what they think about this story, though. Andrea, that's what I was thinking too. I would have just did a will. She jumped the gun.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was thinking a trust and a will, but your point is exactly what I was thinking. Why were you in a rush? Right? She was in a rush.
Dawn wilding too.
Yo, Dawn says, send that man, yo, ashwagandha and slide that property in the trust if she can. That's what I was thinking. The trust is the way.
They trying to drive my man crazy.
No way. See, I knew everybody was going to jump to this because that's to me is the answer. But you guys are brilliant. You guys already know. Set up a trust or generational wealth, leaving the house in the trust so that children can eat in the great. Yeah, that's the move right there. Yo, sprinkle some shoots in this coffee. Yo,
Damn, they try to get boy out of here.
she got to try have a powwow with all three and maybe serve some CBD,
Yo,
Delta 8 or
y'all
Delta
vicious.
9
I know
too.
not to cross. Y'all know
Hit up the
damn
lawyer.
well.
Y'all out of pocket, yo. Yeah. So, and Jay says, the only person he trusts is a will. Kids can kick rocks. And now she's talking about even like, because here's the thing. She says even when she gets it back, she wants to now split it amongst all the children. That's another mistake right there.
Dumb.
That's another mistake. Yo, people leave. All right, quick cheat code. I'm about to give away some game right now.
And I'm about to back this game up because this has just happened to my family.
People leave properties to multiple kids, right?
That's dumb.
It's stupid. The kids never agree. They never know what to do. It ends up getting behind on taxes, behind on water, behind on everything. And this is how I'm able to come in. I told y'all a story earlier about me buying property for next to nothing. That's how I do it. I find people that do stuff like this.
And now I can tell you the story about how that's affected my family. My family owned about 6 houses on one block. We now only own 2. And we're about to lose another one because my mom, my aunt, my uncle cannot agree on anything. My grandmother left it to all 3 of them, which means she left it to no one. Because if all 3 don't agree, nothing happens.
Crazy part about Corey's story, the block that they own those properties on, they're building new construction on that corner.
On the next block up.
Yep. So
we went from owning 6 houses to 2, and it's because they can't agree on anything. And they won't sell it to me or any of the other grandchildren.
Listen, I see this so much. And one of these days we're gonna have a conversation. We were talking to Kamari and Tracy about one of these days we're going to have a conversation about how family will block your blessings just because they don't want you to have it. Because there's certain properties that have come, like, with the generation before me, where I had the resources to buy it, and my own family wouldn't sell it to me because they didn't want to see me with it. I had an aunt who told me she wouldn't sell me the one property because her kids couldn't afford it. So because her kids couldn't have it, she didn't want to see me with it. So one of these days we're gonna have a conversation about how family doesn't, be trying to block you. They'd rather sell it to a 6F than you. That's a real thing in our community.
Listen, my family not even selling the properties. They would rather lose them to the city than sell them to me. Shit crazy, man.
So now when you think about that, think about like the fact of the matter is we're behind in everything, right? So we're already behind in wealth, but now we're just losing wealth. Your grandmother was brilliant enough to understand the power of owning all those properties, but because it's not just about acquiring assets. So you have
passing those assets on.
You have a true testimony too, because you can have someone brilliant enough to get the assets, but then what happens?
Nothing. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Absolutely nothing. So my grandmother had a house on the 2900 block of Arizona Street, and that's right across the street from the supermarket, right? 2900 block of Arizona Street, the 2600 block of Cayuga Street. Then we owned 4 houses on the 2400 block of North 20th Street, and now we got out of those 6 properties, we own 2.
And that's black wealth just gone
because my mom, my aunt, and my uncle can't agree on anything, literal anything.
That's sad, bro. Anyway, so that's why she's making a mistake even trying to do that. She's making another mistake.
I can tell you firsthand that leaving the property to more than one person is absolutely dumb.
Let's get back to these comments real quick. So Yancey said he was joking about the VA. Hey, look, man, we trying to make it happen. We trying to get an island on your VA loan so we can all party out there, man. 11 units with no money down and with the right lender, maybe even some cash at the table. No lie. Yeah, that's how you run the bag up. So Jamil says, you remember Tommy Vu, Don Lark, Russ Whitney from the late night joints? Those 3 sparked my entrepreneurial aspirations 9-10 years old. Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, man.
Don't forget, the king of all those dudes was Carlton Sheets.
Carlton Sheets
was a gangster. and there's another one too, brother named Ron LeGrand. He's not a brother, he's a white guy. But
no, white dude, but he used to sell the informational junk.
yo, I'm on Ron LeGrand's email list to this day. I still get his emails in 2021, so he's still at it. But he had an infomercial too. But Carlton Sheets was the Carlton Sheets No Money Down program. He was a head of all them dudes. Carlton Sheets was a gangster, like
yeah, man.
You
They
know,
said my man only had like 3 properties, but my man had like 3 properties, but was out here killing the game.
he ran the bag up though. He ran the bag up with the infomercial.
Ran a bag up on infomercials.
Yo, shout out to Carlton Sheets, man. I don't know, like
I was
I'm pretty sure he ain't here no more.
That story at. I forgot, but I was like, they was like, yo, Carlton Sheets. Carlton Sheets owned like 3 properties, man. My man was selling so many classes. Like,
I didn't know that, but shout out to the bull, man.
I don't know if it's true or not. That was just a story that I heard.
He's an infomercial legend, man. So shout out to him, man.
You know, that's a story I heard in passing. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but you know.
Yo, he said he got bad one pulled up in his DM selling Forex. I'm good, but they catching Negroes out here like PJ Washington.
Yes, they are.
Yo, PJ got done dirty. And he's right back at it. PJ dated another IG model already, so he's right back at it. He ain't learned his lesson.
Yes, because if he using condoms, he learned a lesson.
PJ out here using. I mean, I don't know what PJ Washington out here doing, man. I ain't in his business, but he seemingly hasn't learned his lesson. But you know, he's young. Let him have fun. I was watching the 30 for 30 this past week on the New York Mets of the 1980s.
Man,
they were wilding. Yo, bro, put it like this. Like, cocaine should have been like an actual star in the actual show. Like, it should have had like cocaine being interviewed because it was like a supporting character that show. So, you know, athletes are still out here wilding.
Crack rock.
Much
yeah, buy property for that lady. Yeah, that's out of there.
Yeah, man. So those are the comments on that. What else we got here?
I almost jumped on you because those.
Yeah. No, I got it. It's known for helping people with anxiety. He probably also needs some 5-HTP. Yeah, y'all talking about my pay grade. Yeah, man. Jealousy is a disease. Taking care of affairs for an adult orphan. I might be able to find somebody to do it. I personally don't. You know.
We might be able to talk to Winston with that.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. Arizona Street is everywhere. Yeah, it's like a Martin Luther King high school.
Yeah, right.
Diamond Dave talked about his family using several properties on a block in Chicago. Yeah, it happens all the time, man. Family is crazy, man. See, family, people can relate to that. That's a few folks in my family. Just lighting the match that burns on a wealth of family. Oh man, you've been hanging around passive too much now. You're speaking passive right now. Roby,
hey, what's going on?
Carlton Sheets was the man. I bought his class. Yo, I bet you it's probably like 5 of us watching right now that cop Carlton Sheets class. So he got bread right here in this little chat right now. Look, Jamil got it too. Dawn got it. I got it. What about the Asian dude as well? He ran up on those infomercials as well. Yes, he did. Yo, y'all remember see if y'all remember this. Y'all remember the dude who used to walk around with the suit that had the question marks on it? And he used to say you the big ass books to try to get free money.
The government info boy. I remember him.
Yo, he ran the bag up too. The infomercials was crazy. Carlton was your favorite OG's OG. I stayed up late night thinking I was getting game. Salute. Yo, everybody, Carlton got the bag, man. Carlton made a couple grand just off the folks watching, man. We got one more of these stories before we get out of here, man. Look, Yancey too, put his hand up. He also got Carlton. I told you, that's how you know Carlton was like, yo, it was everybody else and it was Carlton. Because everybody on here, I copped the Carlton Sheets, man. Carlton was that guy, man. Let's see, what else we got here? We got one more. All right. Boom. All right. I just don't trust my sister. How do I give money to my nieces without their mother having access to it? Ooh. She has a history of spending recklessly. I'm also concerned that if we fight again, she might tell them when they are ready to take over their finances. That money came from her or someone else. So this says that blah, blah, blah. I don't trust my sister. How do I give? Basically, a simple question. Her joint is like one page. How do I give money to my nieces without their mother having knowledge? And by the way, the sisters in this story are twins. So these are twin sisters. One is irresponsible with money. The other one is good with their money. But the one that's good with their money wants to leave money to her nieces, but doesn't want the mother to have,
without the sister having access to it.
that is tough. So
How old are they?
yeah, they don't get all that information. She don't give all that information, but I assume that they're young, that she has to like
You're not
involve the
sharing your
mother.
screen no more right now.
No. That was the end. Her thing was very short. She just said, "How do I do it? We're twins. How do I leave the money without the mom knowing because she's irresponsible?" That was her. She got right to it. It wasn't a whole bunch of context to it. So, I mean, it's kind of the answer to the other question.
Yeah.
But let me ask you. But I bring this up to see this though. Have any of you guys ever been through that where you have kids?
I go through that all the time.
Do you now?
Yeah, because I want to give so I got a bunch of nieces and nephews, right, and little cousins, and I know the irresponsible history of their parents because I basically helped raise their parents, right, and so
Hold up. So now it's really your fault though.
it's kind of sort of my fault, but as you become an adult, you got to break some of them bad habits, right? So they watched me at a time where I had super bad spending habits, and then like anything else, they never took any of the good qualities I had. They only took all of the crazy stuff that I did and ran with it.
Yeah.
So, but part of it is because I'll be wanting to put their parents down with some of the systems I use to make money. But I know their parents are still irresponsible as hell with money because they haven't learned anything about money, right? And so they don't ever want to come to my classes because I don't flaunt and flaws the money that I have or the things that I have. They don't think I have anything, which is fine, which is the way I actually wanted it. But now I want them to actually know, what's going on. But I can't give my nieces and nephews anything. I have to give it to them directly, and I can't give them cash or anything that's liquid. If I give them anything that's liquid, they're not going to be able to hold. I can't give them stocks. Their parents will liquidate that in a moment's notice, and I can't even do that. I can't say for Christmas give my nieces and nephews $100 in stock every Christmas and let that build for them or something. I couldn't even do that because their parents would liquidate it. And
crazy part. I'm listening to your story, and what I find interesting is this though. Something that you said that when people don't think that you have it because you're not a flashy person, they're less likely to listen to you, even if you know what you're talking about. And that's interesting because I don't know if that's a cultural thing. Like in our culture, is we have to see the flash, which is sad, right? Because we've just been but you know what? But it also makes me realize it's not our fault, right? Another book, you guys, throw another book out there. We talk about this book all the time. Get the book called Brand Wash.
Oh, man.
Brand Wash is another book because when you read Brand Wash, what you recognize is not our fault. We've been told since the beginning of time that wealth looks a certain way. So when we don't see that, we don't think that people have anything. So now we're less likely to listen to them. And that's problematic to begin with, man. But this is one of those situations in the story where the aunt's trying to be a great aunt. It's not bread wash, it's brand, BRAND. Yeah, it's called Brand Wash. The author is named Mark Lindstrom, I believe is his name.
Yeah, so that book used to be $3. That's on $50 now.
Yeah, listen. I think it's on Audible too for those that like audio books because. But the thing about that book is he breaks down just how from the time you're born, and even Corey talks about how from the time you're even in the womb, you're being marketed to. And it's interesting because when you're marketed to, you start to believe that things are a certain way. I remember a couple years ago when Google, like Amazon, Apple, Samsung, they were all trying their best to get their hardware into schools. Apple started releasing the school edition of the iPad.
Because Microsoft did it.
Chromebooks, they dropped the prices on Chromebooks to have student editions of the Chromebooks because they recognize once they get you in their ecosystem as a kid, you're less likely to leave as you grow up. So they'll actually make less profit on some of these products, actually be loss leaders.
To keep you in there, to keep you in the ecosystem. Money.
And I'm also old enough to remember, I remember back in the day that Coke and Pepsi would go through battles to get their soda machines in high schools because they recognize that if you start drinking a Coke product as a kid, as you get older, guess what you're going to drink? Because it's going to bring back a certain feeling. It's more than just the taste. It's that feeling.
It's about the feeling.
Right. And then guess what happens?
Disney will never go out of business.
And guess what happens then? When you have kids, guess what they're gonna drink?
Exactly.
Random question: have any of you guys ever sat back and thought about some of the dumb shit you do just because your parents did? I know I did.
Damn. Man, I can tell you a list
You
of
sit back like,
mildly
why do I
hard-
do this way? Oh, because mom did. Like,
Yo, so that's why one of my things that I always say is that if somebody ever tells me because that's the way it's done, I'm out. I'm
yeah,
out.
that's the thing.
That is my break. That is my thing that will make me break away from anything. If somebody says because that's the way it's always been done, I'm out.
You know what mine is? I got one too. When someone says they told me, soon somebody says that, I'm out. Stay
Yeah.
away from they. When people say they told me, I'm done with you. Like, it's nothing else to talk
If
about.
you can't name who they is, I'm done. Yeah, that's
Yo,
another one.
That's the last thing I'll ask you guys before we get out of tonight. Yo, how many of y'all can name some of the stuff you do just because your parents did it? Because I think that's funny. All right, so just to answer the last question though. Oh, by the way, Pastor said Carlton got him too. Carlton got everybody up here, man. Carlton was a master, yo. I'm about to go study some Carlton Sheets tapes to see what he did because Carlton was a master, yo.
Matthew Lesko, that's the boy.
Just
That's
put it
the
in the
boy.
trust that stipulates them receiving at the age of 21.
Yeah, but now you can't give them nothing to say between now and the time they're 21. What if they 3 years old?
Hey, listen, they got to cook. They're protecting from their mom. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do that. Put that money away in an investment account. It can't be touched. That's what Lance said too. Mark asked a question about what you said, right? Why is it that family can only remember the bad and not the good? I think that's a human condition, Mark. Like I'll be on our YouTube channel and people will talk about leave great comments. Somebody will say one thing negative, and that will bother me more than a 1,000 positive comments. So I can think it's a human thing. Not placing cash my nieces and nephews' hands, but I have plans to pay off their student loans, down payments for a house when they come over. Oh, look at Uncle Don. Don's a great uncle. And Mark says he gave his great nephew a stock gift card on his birthday. That's what's up. All right. I see. This is what I like to hear. I like to hear great aunts and uncles. That's dope because aunts and uncles are important. Matthew Lesko ran around like the Riddler, but by the time my boy gave me that book, all that free info in this book was outdated numbers. Listen, that was his name, Matthew Lesko. Matthew Lesko ran the bag up.
Yeah, he did. He's still running the bag up.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, Pastor talks about it. We have to see the flash, which is why we're off the. All right, hold up. When I pause like that, I'm pulling the fold out because Pastor done dropped another bar on me. I'm set for about a good week now, man. I got my tweets out. All right, let's see. So Dawn says Apple did it with the original Macintosh being part of school. The Wayne computers from IBM was the first. I'm old, y'all. So, all right. So Latoya talks about something she does because of, her mother. I still turn all the lights off and stuff when it storms.
You still sit quietly in the bathroom? I remember we all had to go sit in the bathroom.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you,
in the tub.
Listen, we all do something that's like that we do only because of our parents, man.
Oh, that's absolutely nuts.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Half of the people I talk to, the reason that they vote for whatever party they vote for is because their parents did. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Matthew Lesko was the cat with the suit. I'm sub to his YouTube channel on Facebook. Oh, he's still out these streets.
Yes, he's still running the bag up.
Yo, just used his info to contact a local politician and got $3,500 for 4 months rent outside of the ERAP. Going to actually apply for. Yo, hold up. Matthew's still out here giving out info and it's working.
Well,
and
he's still out here giving that government
info
away.
I didn't even know he was still out here, man. Salute to Matthew Lesko. That is hilarious. The flash is from Sunday's Best, which goes back to slavery. Opulence was displayed in the cakewalks during slavery. Now data is currency. I know for a fact I just be thinking about things and a Facebook ad pops up. Real talk. Mm-hmm. I didn't know he was still out here, yo. Most people tell you things based on their insight. So you have to understand what has been in their sight. I know the folks on my Twitter feed gonna be like, yo, who is this pastor?
Oh, yo.
Listen, man, that's my spiritual advisor right there.
Say,
That's That's my spiritual advisor, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, looking like the Joker. They is the Illuminati.
Right.
Cause I want to go find Matthew Lesko, dog. I just want to like salute him for putting in work for 3 or 4 decades.
Right.
It said Pastor need to do a versus with Jada after that last comment. Let's set it up. Said everybody about to go find Matthew Lesko's YouTube. Yo, while y'all out there, make sure you subscribe to Buy the Hood YouTubes, by the way. Yeah, you're not playing fair now, Pastor.
At all.
Hey, Pastor, man, do you really like? Do you stream your services on Sunday? Like, by the way, like, do you stream them? Because I'm dead serious,
definitely
yo.
streaming.
He does.
Yeah.
Pastor, if you don't mind, put the link to. I'm asking you to, because just so I can come back later, man. I need to watch you preach, man. I need to hear the word from Pastor, man. I mean, I hear the word all the time. Like, you know, we in a group chat together and we do our thing as the NBC, but Pastor be out here preaching, man. Man, I'm about to go. You know, I'm about to go drop some of these bars at night.
Donations.
Smarter.
You about to be out here like you about to be out here like
listen.
Umar.
Hey, listen, man.
Donations.
Yo, man, congratulations to Umar and his marriage.
His nuptials.
Salute to the brother, man. Salute to the brother. Listen though, for the folks out there watching, we appreciate you kicking it with us on this Friday evening, man. And by the way, Pastor, I want to tell you something too, because I was talking last night. I got that second case in. I'm gonna see how this joint works, the speaking case for the fold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see how this works. I currently got the S Pen joint on there, but we about to see what the speaking hitting for. So Jose said he just joined Pastor's church page. Look, yeah, man.
Preaching, man.
Hey, Pastor, man, yo, Jose, drop the church page in here. It's him or Pastor. Somebody drop it in here. So Dawn said she's actually attended and his church is nice. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. And by the way, even if you don't want the actual webinar, if you text Black Wealth to 74121, you get a free webinar. You can pass it off to your folks. It's completely free. It's talking about how to get into the stock market, but it also goes into my personal strategies, how I combine real estate, stock market, precious metals, and crypto. I'll give away the game right there in that free webinar. You sign up for that, and you know we're just giving that away for absolutely free. It's no charge at all for that. So you know. All right, so Rashida, you got one too? Hey, cool. We all out here, man. Yo, the whole family got the phones now.
I'll have it, man.
That's what's up, Rashida. Listen, I don't like the S Pen case too, though.
I'll be fighting getting new phones, right? Because I don't like to have like I don't like to turn my old phone in, so I gotta buy the new phone flat out, and I gotta
just erase your old phone, B.
I'm not doing it. Okay. I'm not giving them my phone, so I'm just not doing it. So when I get a new phone, I gotta pay for that joint outright.
With this S Pen case, the only thing I don't like about it is the what you want to call it, the flappiness of this piece. But you know you can take the pen off. You can actually take the whole pen off here. I don't know if you know that or not, but you can. So you can take the pen off, but
that joint look wonky.
No, it's not wonky at all, bro. This is the greatest phone I've ever had.
No, I'm talking about that pen.
Oh no, this pen is absolutely fire, dog. Yo, why do you think my meme game has been stepped up? Because I got this pen out here getting to it, like, you know what I mean? All right, so it's called Heat Ministries. Just go to Heat Ministries Christian Worship Facebook page, Sundays at 10 a.m. Okay. I keep my old one, gave it to my son. That front cover should be, see, that's my problem with it too. Like it's just be flappy, but I got the speaking joint, so I'm gonna try this, and I might try the UAG case. And our brother Tone, he sent me a case last night in our group chat. So Rashida, shoot me a message. I'll send you that one too, because the case that Tone sent us actually has an S Pen holder too. I'm gonna try a couple out to see which one I like the best, but you know, the Lance did the same thing. Pastor's church is fire. Oh yeah, we all about to pull up on Sunday.
I bet you it is. I'm listening to him talk right here. If this is what he's talking like,
yeah, we all pull up Sunday, Pastor, man. But anyway, man, listen, we about to get out of here. Text Black Wealth to 74121 to get the free webinar. Check out our podcast, our current podcast. We got the young brother Najee Grant, who's talking about this brother has all kinds of stuff going on. He owns a clothing store. He owns what you call the spaces, like a space you can rent to what you call the joints, everybody, because he got one too. Event space. He got an event space, but he also has written 15 books, right?
15.
He's written 15 books. And he also like does a lot of work in the community. His philanthropy game,
my man,
is amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's written 15 books. So that's who's on our current podcast. Our next podcast, Justin Redrick, who's also known as the Bitcoin Vegan, who wrote from Bars to Bitcoin. He's on the next one. That one drops next week. That conversation is fire. So we got that. Then we got a couple more coming up after that. So stay tuned to the podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do all the stuff you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, all that good stuff. And just keep staying in tune with us. And for the folks that are in our MDC private group, Sundays at noon, after you finish at Heat Ministries, you're going to pull up to the MDC for the second finance service. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you right with the finances. We're going to talk about options, some DeFi, whatever questions you got. We're going to be there Sunday. We're there every Sunday. Congratulations to the peoples that became our partners in MDC strategy, all of our new partners. Let's get to it. And anybody looking to put a course together, do some work, just please hit us up. Just hit us up. Our inbox is always open. And last but not least, text Black Wealth to 74121 to get a free webinar. You can share that with your folks if you want. Corey, any last words before we got here, bro?
Be good to each other, man. Like I always say, like the thing that'll bring us together is for us to come together. We just gotta love each other enough to be good to each other, man. So do that.
Yo, anybody in the Orlando area, shoot me an inbox. I'll be in Orlando all next week.
I'm allergic to Florida.
I'll be at Funnel Hackers Live next week. You know what I'm saying?
I'm allergic to Florida, man.
I'll be at Funnel Hackers Live next week, all week. So I'll be in Orlando.
Yeah.
I'm staying at the Gaylord in Orlando. So, pull up. I heard it's a nice place. Never been there, but, that's where I'll be at. So
I've been to Orlando. I went to Orlando recently.
I've been to Orlando. I just never stayed in the Gaylord. Like,
I took my kids to Orlando recently. So.
Oh, hey, listen, I'm masking up heavy. I'm masking up. I need my 6 feet. Listen, I already told. I was talking to Coach. Coach Carter's going down there with me too. But I talked to him today. I was like, even our plane ride though. I told him, look, I'm the 1C, dog. You sit back there with the undesirables. I'm in the front of the plane, dog. Like I don't want to be around nobody. So I'm definitely masking up heavy. I was joking with him earlier, like you about to sit in the back of the plane, dog. I gotta be up here in 1C away from the undesirables. But but I'll be down there nonetheless, man. Double masked up. Listen, man, we appreciate y'all. Oh, Gaylord, okay. Make sure you visit the Pink Flamingo. Okay. That's new. Okay, I didn't know it was new. So that's where, but I'll be there nonetheless, man. The tourist says, I'm hiring that's who back there, the undesirables, man. I told Malik, go sit in the back with the undesirables. I'll be in the front of the plane, right next to the pilot, though. Yeah, I mean,
Man, he said he get the whole row.
Listen, I got 1A and 1C. I'm in first class. Ain't no manicures on board to switch your plane. Listen, we'll see y'all here next Friday. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to go live from Orlando if I can. You know what I'm saying? We do a quick live next Friday. If I can get on, we will. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, Dawn, I got another flight to Jamaica in December. Whole first class. Yo, first class. I'm drawing now. Like, it is what it is. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. But nonetheless, we'll see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. We love and support. Text Black Wealth 74121, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.